What's up, everybody? I'm First Warren 5 Meteorologist Warren Sears. I hope you had a fantastic Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms and motherly figures out there. Hope you were spoiled. Again, it was just a really nice start to the day. I also hope that you did not get that downpour on you earlier, but I'm sure a few of you did. It was brief. We have a couple more of those coming through actually here shortly. Very spotty activity this evening. Does become a bit more widespread, though, into tonight. So I'll show you some upcoming rain chances here over the next 24 hours. We'll talk through your Monday and give you a little bit of a look at the rest of the week ahead. It honestly looks to be a pretty nice stretch and no great severe weather chances, which is going to be a nice little refreshing change of pace this week for sure. But we do have a couple of small rain chances out there. So thanks for jumping on. This will be pretty quick, and we do have a show at 10 p.m. So just want to give you a little update just in case you can't join us. Hi, Ellen. Thanks for joining. Again, happy Mother's Day, everybody. I got to see my mom and my grandma's in town right now, so we had lunch before my shift. It really was nice to hang out with them for a little bit. Don't always get to be with my grandma for Mother's Day, so they're passing through town. It was good to see her as well. All right, let's jump into this forecast. All right. So as we look ahead tonight, rain will become a bit more widespread. Right now it's super spotty. And then Monday, kind of during your morning, there will be, I think, some intervals of maybe more steady activity, some lulls during the day at times, and then another batch potentially into the evening. So it's going to be kind of an off and on day, and it really just depends on what part of the area that you're in. So just expect to have that rain gear ready to go tomorrow. Hopefully, best case, we don't have to use it too often, but I do expect, again, some moisture in the region, a pretty good shot at least of some quick showers or downpours during the day. Then Tuesday should be drying out, looks pretty pleasant as well. Right now, as we speak, there are a couple of showers rolling in to the southwest metro, so I did want to hop on here just in case I could catch a few of you, if you are outside or plan to be here shortly. There's an area of low pressure out to the west. It's very broken, but you can see here all that I kind of mentioned, some spotty activity coming this way. And as we take a close look here at the immediate metro, those of you, I'll pause this now, those of you kind of in west and south Olathe, Spring Hill, a downpour or two, also maybe Eudora, DeSoto, a little bit of activity right now. The good part about all this is it's brief. So if it does drive you inside quickly, it shouldn't be more than 10, 15 minutes, and then you should be able to continue with your evening. So this evening, not a washout by any means, and I don't think Monday is going to be either. So just wanted to let you know this is all moving into the southwest corner of the metro through Johnson County and eastern Douglas County right now. No severe weather, and when I reiterate that, no severe threat this evening, but there are a couple of lightning strikes, it looks like, right over Spring Hill right now, but mainly this will just be some heavy rain, and it'll roll through. So this southwest corner of the 435 loop, the heart of Olathe, Shawnee, Leawood, those of you near the state line in Johnson County, and then near Wyandotte County as well, Bonner Springs, this is all kind of moving up, Baser, Linwood, this is all kind of moving up in your area right now. KCK and then KCMO. These haven't been really thriving in this atmosphere. We have enough moisture and enough lift today to get a couple going, but there's not really anything like a front to keep them sustained right now. So these are just ordinary generic thunderstorms that generally form. They stay up for a bit and then they kind of fall out and really fall in on themselves. So that's what we're seeing out there right now. But over the next hour, this will keep probably going in through the metro, maybe pulsing up at times. And then to the southwest, there was some stuff here south of Topeka. So if you're heading west on 70 for any reason, we've got a couple of showers and rumbles out that way as well. Again, no severe weather expected with any of this. And it looks like a few new showers down into Bates and Henry counties, the kind of southern quadrants of those counties. Appleton City, you'll have a heavier downpour here shortly. This is all east of 49 right now. So that's your just little update on radar at the moment. More mist than hit again and through this evening. But once we tap into a little bit of better moisture with what's called a low level jet, it kind of brings in more Gulf moisture. It looks like this is going to come together a little bit as the area of low pressure comes in from the west. So forecast track by 10 does have a little bit more widespread activity. It's becoming a bit more widespread, at least I should say. Overnight, same thing. Those of you north of 70, I think into the early morning on Monday will have the better chance between 1 to 5 a.m. And then here comes another batch. You can see here widely scattered stuff. So 7 a.m. on Monday, forecast track does want to pinpoint a couple of showers or rumbles around as well. Again, no severe threat though. Just have the rain gear ready to go. Maybe give yourself a little extra time in the morning if you do have a couple of showers and thunderstorms in your neighborhood. Might be a little bit slow as everyone starts their Monday morning, as generally it is already a slow start to the work week. So by 9, 10 o'clock, again, you're going to have those of you, I think, in northeast Kansas and northern Missouri with a band of rain. We might have another one a little farther south, very patchy activity during the day. But what happens is the area of low pressure passes overhead. So the rain and storms will be lifting from south to north overnight and into the morning, and then we'll get on the back edge of this storm system. You can see how it pivots and rotates through, and then everything will move from northwest to southeast as we go into the afternoon and evening. So some more spotty showers and a few rumbles as well, just some off and on bands of activity in through your Monday evening, and then finally by the time we're heading to bed Monday night, a lot of this should be gone. So I've seen a couple comments here. Don't expect it to be a washout of a Monday, but I do want you to have the rain gear at all times during the day, just in case you need to use it, umbrella quick, things like that. But you will have a couple of dry intervals and dry hours. Just depends on where you're at. So it also really depends on where those heavier bands are going to set up as well. And some of the embedded downpours with this could give a few of you maybe up to an inch. I think that 2.13 inches that it's spitting out over Kansas City is a little much, but nonetheless, we will have the capability of up to an inch, maybe even a little more in localized spots. I think everyone gets at least some sort of rain with this. But a few pockets definitely on the heavier side. I've also had a lot of Aurora questions out there for tonight. This is the latest Northern Lights forecast, and the viewing and the ingredients for a very prominent Aurora just aren't as strong this evening. They are still prominent to the north and across Canada and near the Canadian border, and then maybe even in through the upper Midwest. But that gray line, that's kind of the viewing line for tonight, and it looks to be north of Kansas City. Also with this, we have cloud coverage and rain around. So even if it was clear and the Aurora was a little more present for us, we probably wouldn't be able to see it very well. So all right, as you're waking up in the morning, we will see temperatures generally in the upper 50s, lower 60s, pretty mild start, and tomorrow will be pretty humid as well. But we'll have spotty showers around and probably a good amount of cloud coverage during the day tomorrow. So I don't expect to warm up too terribly much. Maybe a few upper 60s, near 70 in some spots, depending on if you get afternoon rain or not. If you don't have any afternoon showers, then your temperatures will be a little bit warmer. But winds will eventually switch from southwest to northwest, about 5 to 15. Not overly windy during the day, but kind of a gloomy Monday. So I'm expecting 60s for a lot of us, maybe again near 70 in some spots south of I-70 if you don't have some intervals of afternoon rain. Then later on this week, after this batch comes in, I am watching another opportunity for some spotty showers and rumbles Wednesday night into Thursday morning. We'll see how long this lingers during the day on Thursday, but I did put a first warn in place on Thursday just because our confidence is growing to have some rain around, but severe threat is not very high for this opportunity also. So might have another batch there Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Hopefully that can clear out by the afternoon and evening, but we will see. The jury is still out on that. So many days away, but that's another system that we'll be watching. So Monday and then Wednesday night into Thursday, my two opportunities for that. Yeah, so we've definitely had a couple of heavy downpours. Everything was brief, but this afternoon definitely it was what we expected. A couple of pop-up heavier downpours, and they moved through fast enough, and then a lot of our evening was dry. It was a nice little change there. But here come, if you missed what I said earlier, here come a couple of more heavy downpours that are into eastern parts of Douglas and now the heart of Johnson County on the Kansas side. These are lifting from southwest to northeast. So 435 loop here shortly on the Kansas side, and then we'll move across the state line if they stay together. A couple of lightning strikes here, but no severe weather with this. No gusty winds or hail likely with any of this. So that cell that's moving east of Lawrence now over the river and near I-70 definitely will be a real heavy downpour west of Linwood right now, north of Eudora. Again, Tonganoxie you're likely going to get a nice downpour here shortly, then potentially into Baser as well, near the Legends. And then this activity is moving into South Olathe. Just moved through Spring Hill at a heavy downpour. And then, so this will move up 169 to Olathe, and then also likely some of this coming up 69 Highway, South OP, Stanley, and then the 435 and 35 exchange here. So that's kind of where we can expect this activity to keep tracking. Again, a brief downpour, maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and then you should be able to carry on with the rest of your evening. So more mist than hit right now. Most of us dry, but the metro does have a couple of downpours tracking in as we speak. That's my update for you. This week is, aside from those 2 rain chances, really nice temperature-wise. We'll have many days in the 70s and even lower 80s, it looks like, for this next weekend. So a lot to look forward to for sure. Yes, a lot of grass mowing as well. I would hold off on Monday. I don't think Monday will be great to mow the yard or do any yard work, but Tuesday and Wednesday morning, Wednesday midday look fine to get a quick mow in. Everything's growing so fast, so I know that that's what a lot of people want to know in the forecast. So that's kind of my update. I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Thanks for tuning in. We have a show at 10 p.m. Gianni and I and Scott's here this evening. Scott Reese will see you then. All right, everybody, I will leave you with a shot of downtown.